What's with the number next to my name?
It's your ping. It's your latency to the internet.
Good lord.
Yeah. All right. Welcome, guys. Again, thanks for agreeing to playtest this. I know,
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Zach, you've played it before in a forum, and I don't know, Ryan, if you've ever played it.
Ryan
Nope,
has
never
it.
have.
Oh, all right. We got a virgin.
Sacrifice him.
A sacrifice. I don't want that in there.
Game gods. For a
All right.
plentiful harvest.
All right, let's put this here. All right, so I guess, Than, you want to go over...
Yeah, do we want,
Let's go over what...
everyone?
Yeah, let's go over what the persona cards are, and that way we can let them pick what persona they want.
Why'd you move one away?
I didn't mean to. Hold on. That's an undead one. There you go.
I want to be at that.
No. I'm going to collect these undeads and put them in a stack somewhere.
Yeah, they get distracting. I just want to mess with them. Also, to rotate stuff, guys, it's mouse. Roll mouse.
No, that's
So
not
middle
right.
mouse button.
Yep. Okay. Technical term. Good job. You're a real card shark there. Alright. So if you look at the one that my hand is hovered over, Ryan, if you hit alt over it, notice it's Ios Stone Guard, the Drunken Dwarf. Basically, just go over the basics of the persona card. Around the edges is your inventory slots, hands, chest, neck, ring, and then items. And on top of that, you have a backpack, which is your hand, and that's up to 5 cards. Basically, all the stuff you have equipped you can use during fights, unless it's a potion. Potions can be used from the backpack.
Or equipped, if you want.
On the left there, yeah, or you can equip. On the left, you see a shield, which is Bent's, which is 0. If you have a bonus to the defense, you actually will might take 1 less damage, or when we get to combat. Underneath it is hit points. The Drunken Dwarf starts off with 14 hit points. And at the bottom is their ability. Drunken Dwarf's ability is basically he has a lot of health compared to everyone else. And since he's a little tipsy, he has -2 to skill checks. Which happen to when you roll against traps. Got that? Questions?
Okay, so you're saying hand is the bags?
No. That's your equipment. All around is your equipment. So there'll be cards, there'll be treasure cards, like here.
Right, imagine these are physical cards. So the cards that you're holding in your hand is your backpack.
Like, see this card?
Oh, so you mean the deck in my hand is my quote-unquote backpack. That's just what you call the hand that you have. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. See the card I just drew, the health
discard to heal, 1 health, yeah.
And see at the bottom it has
item potion.
Yeah.
So I can have 2 items equipped is what this card means, because there's 2 items at the bottom of it.
Correct. You can have 2 items equipped. Now the potions, specifically, there's 3 potions in the game, 4 potions, 2 types of heal, and 2 other things that give you a bonus to other things. Potions can be used straight out of your backpack if you want, to symbolize you just grabbing it and chugging it, or you can equip it. So if you've got 5 cards in your hand, and you can equip it in one of those item spots, or both the item spots if you want, to get it out of your hand. So you can equip it, or it doesn't have to be equipped. Now those are just potions. Other items like the Chaos Orb or anything like that, before you use them, they have to be equipped.
There's actually one other item that can be played from your backpack. It's abilities. Like the Halfling Rogue's is there's an ability card that has Steel, and you can play it out your backpack. Well.
And one other thing on the persona cards, you see the symbol that's on the right hand side. You move the card. Each character has a different symbol. That's their symbol. So when we go across monster cards, the monster cards are going to have a representing symbol on there for when you defeat
Got it. So you
them.
mean the symbol that's on the right-hand side?
Yes. So if you look at Io Stoneguard, the Drunken Dwarf, on the hammer on the right hand side, that's his symbol. So any card that has that symbol came from his deck. And if you look at like the Jaren Tuck, the Halfling Trickster at the top, you notice the Jokester symbol. Any card that has that symbol on it came from Jaren Tuck's deck.
Got it. So each persona card has its own individualized deck, basically.
Yes. The idea is in the future we'll have different characters that you can add in and mix out and bring it up to like 6 or 8 players, or you can swap them out, and every time you swap a character out with another character, it adds a different flavor to the game.
Yeah, because each character comes with their own treasure and encounter deck, and they reflect what the characters fought. So the deck can be different almost every time, or lots of choices. That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Got it.
So just to go over the abilities a little bit. The Halfling Trickster, in encounters. Hey Rob, how do you look through the cards here?
Here, like this.
The encounter deck. Can you out a trap and trap a monster? I would say treasure chest, but they're self-explanatory. Since that's what we usually do when we show people.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to get that one out though, because we have it up here.
Yeah. Oh well.
Basically, because the premise of the game, where adventurers going into the king gets bored. He has matches to show his champions. He takes adventurers around and reflects their actual missions or like deeds that they did and puts in this magical maze, and we have to fight our way through to get out.
So it's a co-op game then, for sure.
No, the
No.
last one, the first one to get out wins, or the last one to survive wins. There only can be one winner. And the ways to get out. The only way to get out is to get 3 gate stones. Which, if you look at the orc, if you go zoom up, you can see that he's a monster card. You can see he has the dwarf icon in the lower right-hand corner, which is the hammer.
I don't know what you're looking at here.
Oh, look where my hand is. My red
Which
hand.
color? You're red.
Red.
Okay, I was trying to see which color you were.
Rob, can you move your hand?
Got it.
So I just go over that.
I see him.
Yeah. See the little icon down there on the right, the little hammer.
And the bottom. Yeah, which matches
the dwarf.
See, yeah, Drunken Dwarf.
Yeah. If the dwarf defeats him, he gets a gate stone. So when you get 3 gate stones, hey Rob, can you actually bring me out a Titan too?
Yeah, sure.
And are these red things on the side? Are these supposed to be gate stones? Is that what
Those are hit points.
Oh, okay.
That's why you see like 8, 10, and 14.
There's a Titan.
When you Titans are the toughest monsters. Every person's deck has 1 Titan. This is the elves. Basically, when you use the 3 gate stones, when you get 3 on your next turn, you can summon a portal. When you summon the portal, the closest Titan comes after you, or appears. And whatever you do is you go through the encounter deck, and until you get to a Titan, you have to defeat that Titan to get through the gate stone, or the gate. And so once you do that, you get out, and then we finish out a round to see if anyone else can go through, kind of thing. If not, then you win. You understand?
Yeah.
Basically, though, but when you have to go through the Titans, you might run into this arrow here. See this little arrow? These are level up cards. Basically, there's 3 in the deck. When we reshuffle the deck, we add 3 more. When they get taken out, we put them up. It's basically the king gets bored, so he ups the difficulty of the match. So if you go back to this monster here, I'll show you how to defeat him. Basically, the shield is his defense, and we roll a d6 for combat. And if we get a 5 or higher, we defeat him. And then if we don't, he does 2 damage to us.
And that's what the top number means. So if we don't defeat his defense, then he does the top amount of damage. Okay.
Yeah, what these arrow cards do, they up the difficulty. So if we have 1 out, his defense would be 6, and his damage would be 3. And basically, and then right now you're like, well, what if we have multiples out and they're above 6? What do? You can't roll above 6 by yourself. You can use treasure cards to modify your dice, but also we have critical strikes. So if you roll a 6, you can roll again and add the 2 numbers together. And a natural 1 is automatic failure. Even if you have modifiers to get it higher than it, it's always a critical failure. You understand?
I think I'm gathering it, yeah.
I got you. I'm giving you the spiel, and then once I give you the spiel, I just want it in your head while we play, then you'll see us playing, and you'll get it.
Yeah, you know how I am. I always need to see it like in action first.
That's how everything is for every game, but I like to give the spiel. To the right of the dwarf is a trap. Or not the dwarf, I mean the orc. Sorry.
Right.
This is different. Basically, it's a little different, but the scheme's the same. That diamond is a skill check, where the 3 is, the upper right-hand corner of it.
Yeah.
If
you fail, you take 1 damage.
Yeah, and then there's always there's usually a skill check failure, skip your next turn, which at some points that can be a benefit, but sometimes if you have 2 or 3 gate stones or something, or someone has 3, you want to get it hurried up, it will hurt you. But sometimes it's good to stay in that dark pit. Well, let everyone else get damaged. And then, that's basically the basic spiel of those. And then treasure cards. Ooh, I got one of them.
This is something new. I'll tell you about this, and this is something on the last episode me and Dan kind of discussed about doing, so we worked through and put it in. What these are part of an add-on pack called the Prince's Playthings. So the artwork will change because that's the king, not the prince, but it's the same premise. What happens is this is an item thing, so these become kind of like abilities. So what you'll do is when you get one of these, you'll just keep it in your hand, and at any time during the game, during your phase, your round, or anyone else's round or phase, you can play them. So like this one, and we're going to have the same thing as we do with other games as a house rule. You have to read it out loud.
Oh, no, it's a game rule. No out loud. That's going in the game.
That's going in the rule book? Okay. You'll have to read it out loud. So what this one is, and I've tried to make the descriptions as descriptive as possible, I guess. So, you think you can interfere with the wishes of the king? Your abilities have been rejected, traitor. So basically what this is a counter to another person's ability card. So if someone plays an ability, like the thief has an ability that he can use to steal an item from another player. So if you have this in your hand and the trickster's trying to steal something from you, you can counter that ability with this card. So that's what these are. And these are special. These are, like I said, these are part of the add-on pack. There's 10 of these that are in the deck. They're all different except for there's 2 repeats, I think, but they all do like different things. One steals a gate stone, one destroys a gate stone, one steals armor, that type of thing.
Yeah. Don't worry, Rob. I'm not going to run hardline at the same.
You're not going to multitask tonight?
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what this is. Okay. Just to go kind of through weapons and stuff like that. This is a weapon. It's just a dagger. You can either equip it at the start of your turn or at the end of your turn.
And I'll
as
show you
see
guys.
In the lower left-hand corner, it says one-handed. So if you had 2 daggers, let's say, I don't think there's 2 daggers, but you could dual wield the 2 daggers.
And if you look,
Basically, what you do is in combat, let's say you need a 7, you can discard this card and get +1 and get to that number.
and just so you guys know how to manipulate the card, you see I have the shield in my hand, and you see how I have it up? Well, I had it up. See how I have the shield up? If I press the Q key, it turns it. If I press the E key, it turns it. So when you equip something, you'll turn it and then place it along the edge of the card.
You can use the middle mouse button scroller too.
You can.
It does the same thing.
And to be able to flip a card, if you hold it like I'm holding it, press the middle mouse button and it will flip it. Okay?
Got it. I was wondering how you were doing that.
Yep.
I wasn't going to show you so I could win.
Yeah. Alright, go on, Dan.
Tactic.
That's basically it. That's a quick run through. Do you need me to tell you any more, or you think you got it?
I think I got enough to try. The one thing I still don't understand is the actual turn sequences, but I think I just need to see it happen to figure that out.
Because basically, I'll even do the little spiel. Basically, turn goes. Everyone starts the game with 3 treasures in their backpack automatically. Basically, you start your turn, you equip what you want to equip, and then you draw an encounter card. And then you resolve the encounter card, and then if you defeat a monster, you get another treasure. If it's one of your monsters, you gain a gatestone. And then you end your turn, and you can heal up with potions if you want at the end of your turn. You can use as many at one time as you want, but it has to be at the beginning or end for the healing potions. And basically, if it's a monster, you roll a hit. If you don't get past defense, it was a tough fight, so you take damage. And then you can use whatever armor is equipped to resist the damage. But that's it. I know I'm just going through it real fast. But we'll start off, and you'll see me and Rob go. Rob will start, then I'll go.